okay, listen, somebody's fear of abandonment was like triggered, not even triggered, it was like your past relationship. I'm talking to you, right? Or maybe this is somebody you're dealing with, but it's like their past relationship, right? It only solidified this false, this fear of abandonment. Like it's like a deep rooted, like a core belief or a core fear or whatever you want to call it, right? Like that everyone is going to leave me. That's what it is. It's a core belief that everyone is going to leave, that nothing will ever work out, et cetera, right? And I feel like who I'm talking to, they continuously got into, oh my gosh, it's 950 and 95% battery right there. So 95, that could be irrelevant to this. They got into relationships where they ended up feeling abandoned by their partner regardless. Now, I do have to say, I feel like this person's fear of abandonment, like this deep-rooted, like, you know, core belief about themselves that they need to realize and work through. They need to realize that's what it is, that's halting them and holding them up. But they like, that also helped them to push those away who really were maybe there to love them, right? Because like the main message that I was getting is like, it's stopping you, who I'm talking about. This could be somebody you're waiting on as well, but it could be you. It's stopping you. I'm going to talk like it's you. It's stopping you from accepting really good things into your life, right? Because you have soulmates. It says soulmate only, right? You have people that want to be with you, like, right? But it's like this fear of abandonment, this past trauma, you know, is really making you push away any option that God's sending towards you. Right? Because I feel like it's this false belief that it's never going to happen. Like everyone will leave me anyway, so why should I even try? This could be, I could be talking to somebody who had a very long marriage. Like you were married for many, many, many years. And because of the divorce, you have this deep-rooted belief that nothing will ever work out for you, right? And I think that it's really a mentality shift. I would take a pen and paper, honestly, and like write down the thoughts as they pop into your head, even if they're kind of toxic. Like really think about what you're thinking about, because I feel like your mind has been running wild, right? Like I feel like you haven't even been aware of the thoughts that are racing through your mind. And let me tell you, and it's due to high anxiety, right? It's due to feeling unloved right underneath that, right? Probably for some of you guys, you have like a demanding life. But that's how the enemy or entities or whatever you want to call it work, right? When you're not in control of how you're thinking, when you're not taking those thoughts captive and flipping them on their butt and telling them to get up out of here, that's a false belief, that's not true. And I feel like are we like in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, or we're still in it? I think Mars too. But either way, like I feel like different thought patterns have came up for review. And instead of you taking them as your prisoner and saying, nah, that's not true in my life no more. I'm a child of God. It doesn't matter. Like God never abandoned me. God never forsake me, right? Like, cause I feel like that's important for you as well, is to find something to root yourself in. And what better thing than God, okay? Because you will continue to push away everything that's for you, okay? And I'm sorry to say it like that, but I really feel like that's the way it is. Because I feel like you have options. Like there's many options out there for you right now, okay? There's people that you will be happy with. There's people you'll be good friends with. There's a better job. There's all sorts of things out there for you. But it's like these limiting beliefs are keeping you stuck and stagnant right where you're at, right? And that the anxiety is overtaking you. So I would try to like, what is those old tapes that are replaying in your head? Like about you not being enough or inadequate or everyone leaving you or whatever, right? Write that down and then write like the opposite. Write the truth in that statement. Explore that statement, you guys. 414, explore that statement. See, look, now it's 94. Anyways, 94 could be important too. Maybe somebody was born in the 90s. I just feel like this is really about taking your own thoughts captive and not chilling with those negative beliefs. You know what I mean? Because they're keeping you in this state of fear where you're not really trying to move forward. You don't feel worthy of that is the bottom line. And it's probably due to some childhood traumas, 444, you know, and then again, like I said, childhood traumas and the relationships following that just solidified those old beliefs. But the thing is you got into different relationships, friendships, etc., from an unhealed standpoint. You weren't healed when you met them, right? But you're in the healing process. This could just be old things coming up for review for you to work through. But I feel like, again, I need to say, don't push away something that's good, right? Because I feel like you don't even understand how high your walls are right now, right? Like, I feel like if people even try to tap into your energy, it's like an instant, like, no, I don't know, right? Because you're very protective of yourself. And that is a good thing to be, right? But we're here on earth to have a human experience, right? To interact with others. Like, there's times for both. There's times for a period of isolation, but I feel like that's what you've been in for a long time. And I feel like for some of you guys, you've allowed fear to run this period of isolation rather than, it's all part of the process. Let me just put it like that. You had to face those fears. And that's why they keep coming up. They're going to keep coming up so you can face them, so you can make them your bee. And you could tell them they don't belong here, right? Because this is about you finding a new identity. And that new identity is lovable. That new identity does deserve to have a relationship that, you know, could be forever, right? Or whatever, like this lifetime or however it looks, right? Like, not everyone is going to leave you. And I feel like it goes back to how you view yourself internally, even if you don't realize that. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not trying to like make you feel worse with this, right? I just want you to see where you're gaslighting yourself, where you're keeping yourself from growth, right? And this could be who you're dealing with. Like, this could be you waiting for somebody to come in, and maybe this is what they got to go through. And they have to get that self-worth, that their worth in God, and just not allowing the world to dictate who and what they are, right? Look, 555, clarity, great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced, forward process. It says you aren't a victim of circumstances. What? It says rather you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you're accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Great transformation. That's what you're going through, but you have to allow it to happen. And part of that transformation is releasing our old self. Shedding those old mentalities, the old way we used to view ourselves. You know, the things that those core beliefs that we've unconsciously believed from a young age to be true. Look into it, you guys. Because that's the key. When you can start changing, because it's like you gotta counteract that, right? If your core belief is that everything's gonna be negative, what do you think is gonna manifest within your life? Like, in real life. All right, I'm gonna pull some signs. I hope this is helpful to somebody. Capricorn. Woo, Sagittarius. Who we talking about? Libra. And again, it can be any signs, you guys. Cancer. Aries. Anyone else? Woo. Aquarius. All right, you guys, don't get caught up on the signs. I hope this was genuinely helpful for you. I hope, this brings some clarity to you in how you need to move forward and not feel so trapped and stuck, right? And why maybe bring some understanding to why you're not manifesting this relationship that you want right now. I don't see 919 right then. But either way, thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate everyone's comments. You guys are the best.